Alrighty then, let's get started. So, once you beat the Pit of 100 Trials once, you have a special mover puny show up. Hey, what's up? I'm a mover. I know a few things about getting through this dungeon. I got a special deal going on right now where I can take you straight to level 50. Costs a little extra though. So, to go to level 50, it takes 300 coins, which is definitely a lot. Alright, close your eyes. My secret paths are secret. Don't open your eyes at all. But, you might recall at the end of the previous stream, we actually got a trouble that takes us to floor 50. So, we can just go straight here, because we've already done this. Anyway, actually, I am curious. Does Bella have anything to say about this? She does not. Actually, what does she say about this in general? This is an intermediate level in the Pit of 100 Trials. These appear every 10 levels. At least there's a pipe to take us back to the entrance if you want to bail. Then again, we'd have to find our way back down to this level again. Better to think it through before you do anything hasty, know what I mean? So this is part of the trouble. What does it say, actually? There's graffiti on the wall here. Swab's wish. I wish to get married to Bobolink, my dear love, in a shocker wedding. I want us to have 22 kids, enough for 2 soccer teams, Shablooey. This graffiti was scrawled on with a fierce hand. It doesn't seem like any amount of rubbing will erase it. So what we gotta do is blow it up. Neat. So that is our final trouble, if I'm not mistaken. We're good to go there. Actually, really quickly, I want to unequip Heartfinder, because if things go well, I think we'll actually... Actually, this would be very good now that I think about it. I'm almost tempted to toss Charge on. But yeah, I think we're good. We have all the badges also, by the way, so we're in pretty good shape there, thankfully. But yeah, we just gotta do the last 50 floors of the pit again. So this will be a pretty chill stream, hopefully. Again, I've been taking the streams and editing them down to kind of like Let's Play-ish style videos that are like 30 to 50 minutes usually. And I've basically been going through all the different games I've played. A couple streams aren't really making the jump over there. Like, the one-off type streams I'm often not editing down, but like all the game clearing, like playthrough type games, I'm trying to edit down. So, for the sake of this, I actually don't know what I'm doing. A lot of the second run of the pit, actually a lot of both runs of the pit might be left out. Just because it's a redundancy. A lot of, you know, similar fights to the main game. So yeah, we'll see how much I actually decide to keep of this. Scrat, emergency, equip there. I might toss an extra defend plus, actually. This is kind of a weird setup. Actually, do I want to go for the other power plus instead? I kind of do, actually. Yeah, we won't use charge strats. That's kind of like the recommendation, but I almost find it a little cheap, personally, to just charge and then finish off the boss in one turn before you can even aggro him. But anyway, we have arrived once again at the bottom of the Pit of 100 Trials. All there is this time is the Wacka that we definitely beat up quite a bit on Kihal Key. That's a rare Wacka. I don't think you see many of his kind anymore. Nope. If you whack a Wacka, they drop a Wacka bump. You can either eat those or sell them for a high price. You did hear me when I said these critters are rare, right? Just checking, because that means you should not whack them. You do understand that, right, Mario? Wacku, I'm Wacka. You sure traveled a long way to see me. It's kind of cramped and dark down here, but it's also super quiet. Such a relaxing getaway spot. Whew. So, what if we do it anyway? Wacku, so that's why you're here. You wanna play with me? In that case, let's play. Ba-bam! Yes, indeed, this is one of the secret bosses of this game. A Wacka. So, to give a little bit of extra context to this, you could find Wackas, I think, at Mount Rugged in Paper Mario, and they work similarly, where you can whack them on the head, and they'll drop a Wacka Bump, which is like one of the better default healing items without cooking. And that's a tradition in all 3 of the original Paper Marios. You can find Wackas also in Chapter 5 of Super Paper Mario, which we'll get to eventually. So, I'm pretty sure it's been like a long-standing joke of like, hey, what if the Wackas just were fed up with Mario and like kick this shit in? So that's what this is for. Well, god damn it, that is very unfortunate timing, because this will probably miss. So the gimmick of this fight is every time we whack Wacka, it will drop a Wacka bump. So we can use those as healing items, as you know, but it can also throw them at us. The first turn, Fog, sucks, meaning we can't really do anything about this. We're just kind of stuck here, unfortunately. That's a Wacka. They're pretty rare, but you can also find them hiding in Keel Hall Key. He's got a max HP of 108, an attack of 10, and a defense of 1. Never expected to run into one of these guys all the way down here. When he's attacked, he'll drop a Wacka bump. Then he'll use that bump for a powerful attack of his own. That means we should try to use as few attacks as possible to keep him from dropping those Wacka bumps. Seriously, I never expected to fight a Wacka. It's so hard to tell what they're thinking. But it gets really scary when he's mad, but I hope we don't find out. Yeah, no, we just kind of burned a lot of star power for nothing. But yeah, if he can either throw them for 10 damage, however, he can also heal them for 25 like we can. But there are also red Wacka bumps. These deal like 25 damage. I am not kidding. They will wreck you very quickly. So yeah. I really appreciate this, actually. As someone who's put a crap ton of time into Thousand Year Door, I like having really powerful super bosses in the game, not gonna lie. Also, there are a lot more stage hazards just randomly happening, mostly to hit Wacka, so you can't avoid Wacka bumps. Like, every time Wacka gets hit by like a stage hazard, he'll drop one. So it's designed to create as many as possible. We had the defense bump, at least, so we weren't completely SOL from the word go. Yeah, this boss is no joke, and hey, guess what? This is the easier of the two. Not gonna lie. Swapping in Bobbery, I think, is our best bet. So because every hit will drop a Wacka bump, the recommendation is to go for single target moves, because if you do like power bounce, this is basically a fight to screw you over if you like power bounce, because every time you land a single hit of the power bounce, it'll drop a Wacka bump, meaning it can combo you like 10 times. So yeah, it's like a weird inverse fight from how you expected to normally play the game, which is like just comboing. It's a really interesting fight. I actually like this a lot. Obviously you can cheese it, if you want to. This is stupid. Ow. See, that did like 23 damage. How gutsy am I feeling right now? See, the problem is I'm playing fast and loose because I was expecting to use the life shroom on this fight anyway, so I'm not like being as careful as I could be. So yeah, this is the easier of the two. We'll get to the second super boss in a moment. I'm actually gonna do this again. This is very gutsy on my part, because it could drop a red, and it could definitely kill me in one hit. This turn. But I'm taking a gamble. Or Merle could save my ass from myself and my own bad decisions. Thank you, Merle. That will still deal a lot of damage, to be fair. But the reason I did that was the hope that it would heal this turn. I wanted it to heal this turn, because it basically means we can deal a lot of damage this turn and it will not fight back. Let's go! I finally got it at a time that mattered. Oh, so many times this playthrough I've gotten it, and it was when I was already full on the stat, so that's perfect. We are saved, basically, from, again, my own hubris. But I also have to land this. So we'll get 40 damage in this turn, but let's do math really quickly. So like 6 times 3 is 18. If we can't super guard those, we will take like 80 damage this turn, potentially. This is not a joke. Or the lucky badge can come in clutch. Ow. Okay, Goombella still died. It's fine. I was expecting this. So yeah, this is why I equipped the lucky badge. This is also why I equipped the, this is also why I kept the life stream around. Oh, Goombella finishes the fight, I guess. I kind of spaced out for a moment. Hi, AC. Thank you for the head pats. We just beat, Super Boss 1 of 2. And got another level up. This will be our final level up for this playthrough, probably. Yeah, I think this is a really fun fight, actually. Like, it's just very goofy. Like, fighting a Waka and having it be the super boss is the third highest health after Bone Tail and the Shadow Queen, I think. I don't think anything else comes close, in this at least. Waka-hoo, guess I lost, but that was fun. Hope to see you again sometime. I'm pretty sure you can fight him as many times as you want to, if you want to do the pit run again. You got a gold Waka Bump, a shiny Waka Bump obtained from Waka. It sadly, question mark, cannot be eaten. Again, that was the easier of the 2 boss fights, if you can believe it. So, this is a fight where you are heavily encouraged to super guard. The other fight we'll be doing, you literally have to super guard. If you do not super guard, you cannot beat the fight. Also, the move you're super guarding is infinite. It will go on into perpetuity until you die, and it also does like 25 damage per hit. So, fear. Big fear. We'll see how this goes. Alrighty, into the door. First things first, though, we actually want to go over here to finish off the trouble. Final trouble of the game. And all we have to do is talk to Swab over here. So you erased my graffiti, Sharpuff. You erased it, Shashloom. I am so grateful to you, but it's not like I can confirm whether you actually erased it or not, Shabu. Oh well, I guess I will just trust you, Shashakity. Take this reward, Chapow. Dusty made it for me when I told her how much I was missing the snow, Shafoom. You got a snow banui, a zesty desert that refills HP but often freezes you. I'm going to start trying to fulfill my own wish now, but you cannot tell anyone what it is, Shafoom. Promise me, Shakroom. It's not like I just streamed the game and everyone can see it through the VOD. Anyway, if I beat one, I can handle the other. I've done this fight a couple times already. I practiced it like a couple days ago to make sure I can get through it semi-unscathed. Semi-unscathed being the operative term here, because, oof. We also have an awkward thing here, because I never did the second Glitz Pit run. So you know what that means. We can't get a full star point heal again. So I have to be careful. If I don't get this first try, it'll be very awkward because I can't restore star points unless I'm the champion. Wow, I did not actually use many items. Damn, that was a clean run of the pit, actually. Do I not have enough extra life room? Oops. I thought I had an extra. Well, that's awkward. Well, doing it live, I guess. Just, you know, going in. I'll save before. I might reload if worst case scenario I have to redo it. Which I mean is kind of likely. This is a hard fight, so do not be surprised if I botch it a little bit. So yeah, I never even did this. There's not really a point to doing it again. You do get the champion's belt as a key item, but that's like the only real difference. So it's an exhibition match, and you got Prince Mush. Would you like an exhibition match against Prince Mush? The exhibition match has been registered. Please wait in the locker room. Blah blah blah. Did I save? Because I said I was gonna save. I think I actually forgot to save. Oops. Oh well. Oh boy, I'm gonna get my shit kicked in probably. But we'll see how this goes. I did practice this, but also streaming curse. You do get some unique dialogue with like Rock Hawk if you could make it to the championship again, but the fight's the same. It's time for today's main event, and we're in for a beautiful brawl. Here before your eyes, our newest champion, the Great Gonzalez, will battle the very first champion, Prince Mush. Once all is said and done, which of these two beloved fighters will be left standing in the arena? Let's get our star gladiators out here. First, making his triumphant return to the Glitz Pit is the Great Gonzalez. An entrance! The crowd is going wild for Gonzalez, our third champion. And standing opposite our newest champion is the first ever fighter to bear the title. That's right, folks. Back in action and better than ever, ready for a royal return to the ring. Give it up for Prince Mush! Two champions face to face at last. Excitement among the crowd has reached a new peak. It's time to ring the starting bell and begin a match that will echo through the halls of the Glitz Pit for eternity. Get ready to brawl. Jolene does have different intro quotes for every fighter, by the way, but again, the Glitz Pit run is basically the same. Okay, Mario, let's give this match everything we've got. So, Prince Mush is a stance character. He will swap between the little shimmy he's doing right now and hopping up and down. When he's shimmying, you can only hit him with hammers. When he's hopping up and down, you can only hit him with jump attacks. So, like, I can't spring jump, for example, because he will dodge it. Once we get to the halfway point, he will do a move that we have to super guard, or will go on infinitely until a character dies. Like, this is what we're dealing with here. So, Fear. We'll tattle in a bit. I want to deal a little damage first. He's actually got less health than the Wacka, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll get to that in a moment. God damn it, game. You're just being really uncooperative today. With that fog. Oh yeah, he can also steal our FP. I kinda forgot that little detail. Oops. So the bomb clears the smoke, and I do want to do that, even though it's a waste of a turn, essentially. But it'll make our life a lot more consistent. See, this is like the way I play it. Oh yeah, he has like 6 defense, by the way. It's absurd. This is truly a super boss. And this is also why I equip the lucky badges to make my life a little less hell. Bella still has an extra turn of that because we didn't swap route, by the way. That's fine. That's Prince Mush, the original champion of the Glitz Pit. He's finally making his comeback. He's got a max HP of 96, an attack of 6, and a defense of 6. You'd never guessed that he was kept away from fighting for such a long time. He's still a powerhouse. He's known for being a clean fighter, so he'll come straight at you without relying on dirty tricks. He's also known to switch between different battle styles. Just keep an eye on his stance. When he changes it up, you'll have to think fast and come up with a good attack method. And if you're not sure you'll come out on top, try to rely on super guards. Also, I've heard he's not a fan of cake. What's the story there, huh? Some cake-based trauma in his past? Whatever, if you can manage to beat this guy, you'll become the true, unrivaled champion. I'm guessing Rock Hawk poisoned him, too. A little interesting bit of flavor text. Again, you can kind of tell what lines are for the remake. Also, he's immune to like almost every status effect. I'm like 90% sure. Oh, what's he doing? I'm like 90% sure. Huh. Interesting. What was I saying? I'm like 90% sure, actually, that... God, my brain cannot do this fight and talk, apparently. That Showstopper can work with a very low percent chance. Showstopper being the one-hit KO move from the Crystal Stars. I have seen a video of it working. The odds are bad, obviously, because this is, again, it's a super boss. But it is a possibility if you're feeling very gutsy with how you want to approach this game. I am not feeling that gutsy, so we're not gonna risk that. God, what the hell is the stylish timing for Goombella there? Yeah, even with +3, we are still not dealing much damage. Or +4 in this case. Because that 6 defense is doing a lot of work. We're almost in the garbage, by the way. Once we get to the halfway point. Okay, good start. Let's practice. So if you actually manage to super guard Prince Mush, his defense goes all the way down to 0. I'm pretty sure. Or it drops significantly. So yeah, we're doing a full 12 damage now. And also he's not no longer, you know, immune to status effects. So maybe that's the case. You have to like get him staggered, like stun him, and then you can actually Showstopper or something like that. But we'll do a clean 24 damage here in this one turn. But we have to survive. He's gonna go Super Saiyan. That's not an exaggeration. Fiery Spear is now burning within Prince Mush. Howie. So, if I'm not mistaken, he will basically guard everything we can throw at him from now on. Goombella, wanna test this out for us? Yeah, he is taking no damage, not even getting a 0 damage number. I'm tossing this mushroom as a safety strat because, again, his attack will do like 25 damage. So this will give me 3 tries to actually super guard this, potentially, as Mario. First try, let's go. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Alright, so now we can just style on him, I guess. Also, we did have our defense attack go back down, so... Hell yeah. Clean fight. And only 3 star points, because this is such a post-game fight that it's like, why are you gonna go fight anything else after this? That's kind of the case for a lot of these games. It's like the Shadow Queen doesn't give star points. In the original, she gives 1. So strong. You got me beat, Mario. Who could have seen this coming? You couldn't plan a more ferocious battle. I mean, wild moves, wild raw power, flying fists of fury, what beautiful destruction. This was without a doubt, inarguably, definitely, absolutely, completely, an extreme battle of the very highest caliber. But there could only be one winner, and this time it was the great Gonzalez. Hell, yes. Here's your fight money of 30 coins, Mr. Gonzalez. Oh, that's right. I hear Mush. Oops, I make that Prince Mush has something to give you. I just saw him in the hallway if you want to catch him now. That's all. Take care, Gonzalez. Let's go. Congrats, you tireless tattler. Congratulations, you've had Goombella tattle on every kind of enemy. Your tattle log is now bursting with villainous secrets and juicy bad guy gossip. As proof of your efforts, we've sent you a special reward, the Tattle Trophy. Check your useful items to admire it yourself and show it off to friends. You've earned the right to brag. I also didn't show off the badge trophy. Trophy given only to those who have collected all the badges, collected info on every enemy, and the shiny Whack-A-Bump. I am hurting. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do this. We need to rest anyway. So, we are not going to be fighting anything else for this playthrough. So I can actually safely unequip everything. And instead, I'm going to equip these two, just to make my life a little bit easier. Never succumb to a first strike is also very good. So, yeah. We're just gonna go in cleanup mode now for the end game. By the way, whenever you complete a chapter, you do unlock an art gallery that has like various artwork for the remake. You can even like full screen it and zoom in and everything. But yeah, every time you beat a chapter, you unlock art, which is very cool. I'm not gonna go through all of it on stream, but yeah, it is very cool seeing like early design works for the remake specifically. You can also unlock a sound gallery that has all the sounds. You can even like set them to shuffle and loop and everything, which is nice. And they're divided by chapter. I'm pretty sure you can even... I don't know if that applies to the badge that changes it to GameCube, actually. Mario, thank you so much for that incredible match. We put on quite a show up there, didn't we? I know I gave it everything I had. We should both be proud. I have a gift for you. Consider it a thank you for being such a great opponent. I hope you'll take it. You got Prince Mush's belt. A belt matching Prince Mush's and a sign of his friendship. I'm ready and willing for a rematch anytime, and I intend to win it. First try Super Guard, I'm very happy about that. I'm also feeling very relieved because I was worried this fight was gonna give me hell. I'm gonna be honest. So, with that taken care of, we are gonna go into endgame completion mode, basically. I am gonna buy a few things while I'm here, I think. I'm gonna buy a couple of hot sauces, actually. Can I interest you in a bottle of our company's soon-to-be famous hot sauce, only 10 coins. How many do I actually need? I think I only need 2 of these. If I'm not mistaken. I'm also gonna buy a hot dog. Do I actually have room? I do. Again, I actually didn't use that many items, so even then we were actually in decent shape. So what do we have left to do? I mean, there's one character we can talk to for stories and lore, so that's something we can do. By the way, one added feature in the remake is you can actually pose behind the little hot dog stand here. You can also have the partner go through different poses too. The little alert I have for subscribing, that's like Vivian, that's basically at the hot dog stand. I just wanted to capture like her doing her little emotes, essentially. I am actually going to pick up this inn coupon, because we need to stay at least 1 inn. Potentially more, but we'll see on that. Yeah, I'm feeling very happy about getting through both super bosses that not effortlessly, that was not effort-free by any stretch, but that smoothly, basically. Again, feeling very good about that overall. Good stuff. Aw, thank you. And thank you for the head pats. And just thank you for everything, by the way. Just generally speaking. But it is recipe time! Oh, you again, huh? You're looking well or whatever. Want me to cook something for you, Crumsy Crush a lot? First thing I want to make is taking the hot dog and combining it with hot sauce. So, fun thing, if you're looking at a list of recipes for Thousand Year Door, make sure it's the Switch version, because this will throw off all the numbering. This is the one I was missing last time. You got a hottest dog, a spicy dog made by ST, charges you and replenishes 7 HP and FP. This was not in the original. So as a quick reminder. I am gonna go in a slightly weird order, I think. I'm gonna go kind of backwards a little bit, I think. Just to make sure I get certain ones out of the way that, like, require very niche items. So, we need to get a couple of cherry leaves in general. 2. No. 3? Is it? Yeah, it's 3 actually, right? Yeah, no, 4. I'm seeing 4 on my list right now. I do have a list, by the way, so I can actually quickly double check everything. How much room do we have again? I'm just gonna eat the... Nah, I should sell that. I might sell some of the cooking items just to save time. We'll get a couple here. Actually, why do I need 3 of these or 4 of these? Because I'm like, wait, do I only need 3? Am I did I count when I was counting it? Is that what happened? Because I think I only need 3 of these. It should put us at 20 items though. Yeah, so we're full up, unfortunately. Yeah, thanks to everyone for hanging out as much as they can. I really appreciate it. I do enjoy streaming quite a bit, so I'm glad I can do this as consistently as I have. By the way, tomorrow is my streaming anniversary. My first stream with this VTuber was 9/9/2024. So the temptation to do an extra stream of doing that, but like something special, but I have no clue what for starters. And also I might be burnt out after today. If I do an extra stream tomorrow, I might also move I should have paid more attention, but that is correct. I might get rid of the Wednesday stream and then just stream on like Thursday or Friday. For obvious reasons. I don't know if I want to do 3 streams in a row. And even if I do, it might be a relatively short stream. I am silly. I already have hot sauce in storage. I didn't need to buy 2. I just remembered. Oops. Wait, or do I? No, I always celebrate the stream anniversary on a different day. Yeah, I could just move it to Wednesday. But the problem is I don't actually know what I'll do on Wednesday. Like, what I would do for a streaming anniversary. So what we need this time is... slow shroom. Yeah, I do have another hot sauce in here the whole time. So, oops. My bad. I guess I don't need these boo sheets anymore, now that we're not fighting anything. Guilty Gear again? Oh god, after the last Guilty Gear stream? And that was just pure chaos. I actually don't need like any of my healing items, we're not fighting anything else in this playthrough. Which is weird to say, actually, that we're done with combat. We might actually run into a couple fights as we try to round up items, but the 3 badges we do have should mitigate some of that. So we need slow shroom and an inky sauce. This should give us a poison mushroom. If I wrote this down correctly. If I didn't, we have a problem. You got a poison mushroom, eat it and it will poison you. Thanks. But we can actually combine this then with the couples cake we got from the incel and Kyolki. I forget the Goomba's name. But I also don't know why I keep calling him an incel. I don't think that's actually the right term for it. I think it was just an asshole. But this gives us a trial stew. Amazing food made by Zesty yields incredible results. I don't know what it actually does, fun thing. We, I think, still need a turtley leaf. So I'm gonna get the turtley leaf, and also get the... brain, please. Get the turtley leaf, and also a courage shell, because we want to get the courage shell for something. I was almost thinking about doing like a Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, because my first stream was Sonic Adventure 2. So that was a consideration I had. I don't think I have it in me to try to set up crowd control in like a couple of days at most, because I don't plan ahead very well. But I guess that's a possibility, potentially. But I also just worry about crowd control in general. It's also September, by the way. I've, like, not mentioned that at all. I don't know how September works. Like, not even joking, I forget how it actually is set up. Every year it feels like it gets more and more complicated of what is actually discounted. I think this Toad still talks about Paper Luigi. I've been playing it, yeah, I think this will just end with the paper. I'm on the fence. Wait, this is new. I'm on the fence so far. I gotta put serious time into a game to review it properly. I can definitely tell you this: if you're a Luigi fan, this game will only encourage you. What? I gotta say, I've been playing the new Paper Mario game a whole lot. Huh? That's different. That's interesting. Cause like, you know, the original line I want to say was like, you know, what if they made a Paper Luigi game? But, you know, given that we have a sequel, and it's like, they directly are acknowledging Super Paper Mario, essentially, because Luigi does play a big role in that game. But, like, what does that mean? Are they just making a retroactive, like, hee Super Paper Mario, but, like, eyebrow raise? Are they actually hinting at someone else there? Like, are they actually hinting at doing Super too? Because I would be down. I'd be down for a remake or even just like a port, like Pikmin 1 and 2 on Switch. I would love an easier way to capture that game. Wait, I did have a live stream. What the hell? I didn't remember having that. Look at me actually having foresight and then forgetting. Anyway, so Turtley Leaf and Slow Shroom. Do I have my Slow Shroom with me? No. Oops. I actually think we still need an extra Turtley Leaf. If I'm not mistaken. Because we need the mushroom broth. Maybe it is for Turtley Leaves. I'm not locked in, as you can tell. Oh wait, did I actually get 2 Turtley Leaves? I'm so not locked in today. What the hell is happening? But we need the Slow Shroom for sure. Because if I have to, cool. If I don't, then oops, we have to go back to Petalburg once again. First things first. Pat the Fop, I agree. Pat the Fop. Also, hi. Welcome on in. This should be this should be the Koopa tea. Pat pat. And then we're gonna toss these two together. Slow Shroom and Turtley. This will give us the mushroom broth, I think. Again, I actually wrote everything out in a notepad, like, note thing. So I just have everything set up real nice and clean. Voila. Mushroom broth. Gradually replenishes HP, but also softens you. Ew. Not my favorite thing in the world is being softened. Yeah, hi Peter, welcome on in, hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Because we don't need the whack-a-bumps, but since we can't get them back, I'm a little bit hesitant to sell those. The Fop soft though. I mean, true. Wait, did I not actually do that? Oh. So that's next on the itinerary, I suppose. Because we don't need that anymore. I'm trying to decide the best course of action here. What to do next. Guess we can do some of the stuff that takes honey syrups. Oh hi, we got a super mushroom. That's actually bad, because, storage. Just selling that right away. Guess we can store some of the stuff we accrued here. Snow Bunny is rare. And hard to make. Whack bumps are rare. Slight item management. But yeah, we're just in post-game. We're just wrapping up here, basically. Again, we're not fighting anything more, so I'm just gonna sell these to have a little bit more spending money. But yeah. Hopefully, at the rate we're going, we're able to finish the game tonight. And then we'll move on to the next Fox Girls favorites sometime in the future. Hell if I know when, though, if I'm being real. Because, again, I might need to do a little bit more planning still. Again, next one on the itinerary is probably Animal Crossing, which is like, how do I do that? Like, do I go for a debt clear? Do I try to show off as much as I can? Because if so, that'll take a bit. Unless I massively time travel. Did I only buy one honey syrup? I meant to actually buy two. This will give us an icicle pop, if I'm not mistaken. Voila! Wait, do I need another ice storm? I think I do, actually. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe a maple syrup. How many maple syrups do I need is another question, because, you know, this is probably a good time to make a trip to Twilight Town, in that case. Guess we can stash the life stream also, not like we're gonna need that anytime soon. God, I keep forgetting about the courage shell. Yeah, we're gonna leave the inventory relatively unattended, I think. So maple syrup, I think we need 2 minimum. Yeah, we need 2 of these. Because this is a bit out of the way, we're also gonna get the Peachy Peach, I think. Which is for resting at the inn. Only need 1 of those. And I might pick up the golden leaf here, because we need to make more tea. Gotta spill all the tea. Also, I actually went like almost 2 hours without dropping frames, so that is better than what I have been doing. Again, I've been having a lot of encoder overloading lately, and I don't know why. Because it's not like I'm doing anything different than I have been. OBS is just sometimes fickle like that. We will rest on the way back, I think. Again, this is so nice, just being able to just fast travel here. You love to see it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about. I really don't have anything. Gaming news should be heating up pretty soon, though, to be fair, because we are in, like, Tokyo Game Show season. So, like, Tokyo Game Show is the end of the month, but a lot of companies do events before to announce things. Like, detail things before the actual events, essentially. So, in theory, we could get a Nintendo Direct anytime now. We could get, like, a State of Play or a PlayStation Showcase soon. Lots of possibilities, and overall, I'm just kind of in the wait-and-see mode of like, hey, if something cool happens, neat. It's like, you know, what's on the pipeline for the near future? Kirby Air Riders? Hell yeah, I'm in. I'm interested. I'm actually not feeling Sonic Crossworlds very much, unfortunately. It's fine, but it's not really, it didn't really grab me in the beta. I liked it more than the first beta, where it was just kind of a disaster in terms of item balance, but this was better, albeit I don't think I got first place once. But the item balance did seem a little bit better. I didn't see like the buzzsaw that cuts your cart in half nearly as much as in the first beta, or the alpha. It wasn't even a beta at that point. You know what they should do as a bit? Next time you do a Sonic beta, and like, I wish they would call it like a gamma, just to make just do a meme. Because it's like, we're just going through all the phases of the E-series, with like alpha and beta. There isn't actually an alpha now that I think about it. I guess alpha is 0. I think that's actually the point. Let's see. I did make the trial stew, I think. Yeah, I made the trial stew. So I can cross it off the docket for now. So I guess the zest tea makes sense. There's a lot involving cake. So I might save the cake ones for a little bit later, because I might just buy 11 cake mixes from the Piazza Parlor all in one go. We also need a couple more eggs, at least one more egg. Wait, I actually only need the one. Golden Leaf. It should give us a Zest Tea, which is a very good name, by the way. And I'm going to finally, hopefully not remember, or not forget to not get the one item out of the way. Do I not have an Ice Storm? But we're gonna combine the Courage Shell and the Zest Special. You can do either, to my knowledge. I'm actually gonna let this play out, because I think there's a special animation for it. But yeah, I think we can easily finish the game tonight, and even talk to, like, the guy in the rooftop as well, and get through the lore drop as a little extra thing to do. Yeah, you get a little sparkle when you get a special recipe like this one. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm not sure why, but this is what came out. Whoa! Go on, take it, Stompy. Got a courage meal. Hard food made by Zest Tea. Throw it to attack an enemy. Yeah, you throw it at the enemy. You don't eat it. This is an attack item. Which is very funny, actually. I appreciate that immensely. Did I make a fresh juice? Recipe list. I don't see it on here. What's after the omelet? I forgot. Koopa bun, I think. Now I might need to make a fresh juice. I might just have to buy a standalone of, like, something. Yeah. Again, we're not going to be using these anyway, so might as well sell them. Watch as I forget that these are needed for something I deeply regret my life choices. This is easy to make, so I also don't feel bad selling that. Now we cleared up a lot of inventory space. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, the Ice Storm we need. Might take care of some of the... actually... I feel like I need another egg, and I'm trying to remember why. But while we are here, I'll get the egg out. And... yeah, I guess that's about it for stuff we need. So I definitely need another honey syrup. God, my brain is having a time, apparently. What did I do there? Did I not make the... okay, that's the ice... no, yeah, that's the icicle pop. So I need to make the fresh juice still, and I need to make the zest frappe. This is why I was double checking, because, like, God, my brain is, like, mush at the moment. Certified bird brain moment. It's funny how many of my friends have gone to, like, bird brain. I got into it slightly before, I think. Like, Son showed it to me, I'm pretty sure. So I was kind of in the loop slightly before, and then just everyone started getting into, like, GVP. Which was very fun. Again, I like the music. It's kind of hard to listen to, if I'm being completely honest. It's like, oof, ow, my feels. But it's very good music. I haven't even listened to a lot of it, because I'm just like, look at the content warnings, I'm just kind of like, You like Shamey P before the Bird Brain music video? That is also very fair. Imagine being into Idol before KDA happened. Like, you'd probably feel, like, very, like, smug if that was the case. Like, really ahead of the curve on that one. God, why is my brain so mushy today? Like, my ability to retain information is bad today. Which is great when checklisting, not remotely making this harder. Like, we got the zest, we got these three, and the snow bunny. So, in this row, there's the cocoa candy, and then this candy. And all the remaining candies, which are cake mix. 3 attack ones. We got a lot of cakes, basically. Do we need the Ultra Stream for much? Might store that then. Don't really need these two, obviously. Oh, I need that. So we're gonna stash all that there. Doing math time. I think we need 10 cake mixes, maybe 11. When I was doing a test run to see how long this would take roughly, it took me about 45 minutes, by the way, and I was also going very slow. Though, albeit right now, I'm going very slow. So... I'm just gonna buy 10 to be on the safe side. I might almost buy another just to be doubly sure I'm good, but I'll buy 10 to start. Again, that should be enough. I think I just made something twice, or I miscounted. Either way, it's not a big deal. It's not a long walk over here. We had like 62 going in, so it'll be exactly the right number. Like, we had just enough Piantas for this. So I'll have to buy some more if I actually miscounted. We do need another turtling leaf, as it turns out. So we'll get to the Koopa bun, as it's called, a little bit later. We also need a couple of kill mangoes. 3, it looks like. Oof. We might work on those a little bit later. Yeah, we got the courage meal. We can do a few things here, for sure. Kind of backwards order from part of the list I've written down. Where we can combine an Ultra Stream and a cake mix here. But yeah, I need to listen to more of it when I'm in a decent headspace for it. Because I feel like I do need to be in a very specific headspace to listen to some of that album. But yeah, it is very good. Like, that I will not deny. I've kind of gotten into Spoken For finally. Spoken For is a song that's very hard to listen to for me. So I'm also a little bit like... Again, there's nothing wrong with the song itself. It's just, oof, ow, my feelings. Kind of a song. But I'm kind of like, I think that's the song I'm vibing with at the moment. And I don't know what that says about me. That's the song I'm vibing with. Do we still have a jamming jelly in our inventory, by the way? Yeah, we do. Cool. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Yeah, we are flying through this at the moment. I think we can easily do this in under 3 hours. We'll probably actually be able to end early today. Anything else? No? Okay. Cool. So now we get to sort some more. So yeah, we need a bunch of kill mangoes. We need a couple of coconuts. And that's about it for the hard to get stuff. Wow, we have so many Ultra Shrooms. Oh my gosh, we have more than I need. Look at me over preparing. Like, when does that ever happen before? Me over preparing? Nah, couldn't happen. Couldn't be me. I'm gonna save, it's been a hot minute. I got the ruin powder, right? So I can make a heartful cake. I also need just a basic ass mushroom. One sec. We'll do these two. We also need a lot of fire flowers. Actually, do we need a fire flower for this? Yeah. We can do that. Again, I'm winging it at this point. If I accidentally screw up and I'm missing a recipe, that'll be awkward. But I'm just kind of hoping for the best here. Shroom and cake mix. Should be a shroom cake. I'm pretty sure they actually changed the name slightly for some of these. I want to say in some they were like just shroom, but I think some of them are actually written as mushroom now. If I'm remembering correctly. Again, it's been a bit since I've played Thousand Year Door original, like OG Thousand Year Door, so I may be wrong on that, to be honest, but... Again, if I'm correct. Yeah, we only have like 10 more left. 11 more. Now, to double check if I'm actually right on that. We have 10 left. Oh wait, did I make the fire pop? I did not. Wait, I must not have deleted something that I made, because I have one more than I actually should have. Oh, the jamming jelly, that's right. I think I did that already. So yeah, we have 9 left now. So yeah, we can easily finish this up tonight. And again, we might not even go the full 2 hours at this rate. So yeah, very nice. I probably could have taken my time a little bit more than I actually did. And look at that, ads are actually about to start. So, walking over here, saving, and then we will finish up Thousand Door after the ad break.